So this is one problem with the world right now. These boss women, these girls who think that they're entitled to basically everything, and then these are the same people who wonder why they're single and why they can't find a good man. Well, I don't know this woman's name. We're just gonna call her Karen. I know, common name, but Karen has something to say. Now, oh god, you can see everything wrong with her already. Everything you need to before I even play this video, you know everything about this woman. Now, I hope you're not eating or drinking because you will spit out whatever you have in your mouth. If you're sucking dick, even that, take it out of your mouth because you are going to spit out whatever it is in your mouth from the sheer stupidity that this woman is about to just pour all over your day. If your day's just started like mine, not too much. If your day's coming to an end, well, sorry. Sorry to ruin your day. Not ruin your day, but just make you like, John, really? Why did you have to show me this? I was having such a good day. But let's see what this wise woman beyond her years has to say.
If you are a stay-at-home mom, you should be receiving a salary from your husband. If you are a stay-at-home mom, otherwise known as a non-compensated working mom, and you are married to a man, your husband, the compensated partner, should be paying for the uncompensated labor. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of pissed off men in the comments, but try to replace you. Try to replace a stay-at-home mom. You're going to be paying for a chauffeur, a chef, a nanny, a project manager for the house. In fact, recent data has shown that stay-at-home moms, non-compensated working parents, if you had to pay them a salary, it would be at least $175,000 a year. So if you are a non-compensated working mom, if you are a stay-at-home mom, you deserve a salary from your husband. I said it.
I said it as if what she said was factually correct. Now, she did say one thing that is kind of thing. She did say 175, but this motherly 140. So little off in numbers, but the fact that stay-at-home moms, now assuming, okay, we're talking about a relationship where you have the husband who works and the wife, the mother, who stays home, who isn't bringing in any revenue for herself, but takes care of the child. So you're saying that the woman who is not bringing in any revenue deserves a salary. So let's start with your day, right? This mother has to change the diapers, feed the baby their food. Where's that food coming from? The store. Who bought that food for the baby? The husband. You know, so you wake up and let's actually just start the day. You wake up in the morning not feeling like P. Diddy because no one wants to feel like P. Diddy anymore. You go to the bathroom, you flip the lights on, that electricity running through the house. Who's paying for it? Oh, that's right, your husband. You go and walk over, you lift the toilet seat up, you sit down, and you take a piss. That water that is being used after you use the bathroom and you wash your hands, who's paying for that water? Oh, that's right, your husband. Oh, it's time to feed the baby. Time to feed the baby. So you walk on out. You walk on out to the kitchen. You open the cupboards, nice and stocked with food, not just food for you, but food for the baby as well. Who paid for that food? Your husband. You take the baby food. You walk on back to the baby. You walk on back. She probably doesn't walk like this. She probably doesn't walk like this. and you walk on back to the baby. You feed the baby, and you sit on either the bed or wherever you're sitting, and wherever you're sitting, who most likely paid for it? Your husband. And as you're feeding your baby, you have a gentle breeze blowing into the room from the window, a window which is part of the house. The house has a mortgage. Who's paying for the mortgage? Your husband. Everything in your life right now is being paid for by your husband. So if you are a stay-at-home mom and you are not bringing any income at all, please tell me how you think you are entitled to a salary. Saying about paying for a chauffeur or a nanny. Are you trying to say that men are incapable of taking care of children and providing for themselves? What time period do you what is it with just liberals in general? Not all of them, but this people who are like her, these extreme weirdos. What time period do they fucking think we're living in? It's sorry, it's not the 1940s or 50s with, all right, dear, I'm off to the office. You stay home and take care of the house now. Make sure this house is good and clean and dinner's ready for me when I come back. Of course, dear. We wait your return. Mwah. You know, what time period do they think that we're living in now? Men are fully capable of taking care of a kid and having a sort of working life. And if anything, you want to sit here and talk about being compensated? Well, you're living in someone's house basically for free, eating their food, using the electricity. Maybe he should charge you rent. You want to play this game, bitch? We can play this game, and trust me, we do it a lot better. These women are the ones who say that, oh, well, we can survive without men. Oh, man, the world doesn't need men, until every man disappears, and then suddenly they have to fix their own car, or they have to, provide their own electricity. And then suddenly we need men again. So she's exactly like that. So she wants to play these stupid games, but when it's time to win the stupid prizes, she's not willing to do it. The idea that a wife and mom can have absolutely no expectations of having something for herself is probably what is destroying marriage. That's cool. That means dad don't have to do anything. He is free to go out and hang out at the bar. He is free to hang out with his buddies. Since she's getting paid to sit on her ass, she doesn't need a father support because she's paid. Perhaps a wife should be, there you go. Perhaps a wife should pay me rent. The perfect example why these women have become a joke. We will start by deducting room and board from the salary and beginning first thing at 8 a.m. You will start punching in and out along with the breaks. Let's see how this ends up. There you go. So the husband is paying all of the bills. You get to live somewhere, have food to eat, be a mother, watch TV all day, play on the internet or TikTok. Well then, you are getting paid very well. No salary, but how about tips based on performance? I mean, how about just thanking God that you have someone that you want to hold in your arms every day for the rest of your life, rather than figure out what's owed. We can tally who owes who and how much. She owes him. No salary, but just on performance. What a load of crap. I don't even earn 175K. I live alone. I lived alone for a while and I managed to go to the store, cook, clean, repair faults, drive to work, drive home, etc. without any help. Again, what era do these people think we're living in? Men don't get married to have an employee. This woman sounds like the worst partner in the world. Could you imagine having a child with her? I suppose the children will end up owing her as well. Yeah. Well, I take care of you, so you need to go out and get a job and provide me income. It sounds like she's a woman who just doesn't want to do anything. She just doesn't want to do anything, and she wants all the money to just flow to her while not having to do anything in return. Equality is exactly what she wants, right? Liberalism is a disorder. I'm a sum. Why would I need a salary? Stay-at-home mom. Why would I need a salary? It's our money. We need it now. He doesn't worry about money one bit. Neither do I. Notice there's no ring on her finger. Imagine that. Salaries, why not join bank accounts? My parents happily married for 6 Nice. Nice. 69 years, never ever had separate bank accounts. What's his was hers, and what's hers was his. I don't understand why they make these videos like this, or the audience it's supposed to be. They all sound the same, and nobody listens to it except for other liberals for likes and attention. Solves nothing, and only listen to each other. Yeah, it's a circle jerk for them. Oh my god, other people just like me. And I wish I could see this woman's TikTok or something. I guarantee you she's being shredded. Shredded. Finally, just two forks, just shredded. Like she's been in that oven for a little while, preheated and slow roasting for like on 350 for like an hour or so, and now she's just gently just being shredded, and she's gonna be made into a nice chicken salad. No, it's a team effort, not a job description. They do the home stuff while I can do the work stuff. I mean, men make more than women, right? I guess that's why she isn't married and has to work. I mean, as you can see, I've not seen really one person um they do, it's called a Reuben board. I've not seen really one person agreeing with this woman. That's a liberal woman's attitude. Don't cook or clean because you love someone. No, don't cook and clean because you love someone. You must get something in return. Conversely, they don't consider that the man works all day to provide for her and her family. If a wife is now a salaried position, I accept your terms. But let's be clear, employees have contracts. That means performance expectation, health, decorum, intimacy, duties, KPIs, household unkept, household upkeep, mental health of the family unit, social commitments, work schedule, no paid emotional leave, no silent quitting, dress code and behavioral standards, annual review and renewal clauses, release clauses. Oh my god, this is great. Forfeiture of joint assets upon breach, penalties for emotional misconduct or dereliction of duty. If you want to pay, then we apply to the same. Okay, is it play or pay? Then we apply the same standards we apply to any professional relationship, with annual renewal clause and prenuptial or retroactive relinquishment of dual assets. You don't get to double dip. Double dip. Or you can choose love, just choose love, partnership, and mutual respect, where no one's owed a paycheck and commitment. And then we got Barney. Challenge accepted. If the husband is paying everything, half of that is the salary. They get a roof over their head and food on the table, and he doesn't complain about it. Yeah. I was a stay-at-home mom. My salary was a roof over my head, the food in my cupboard, and the money for all me and my kids' needs being paid for by my wonderful husband. A salary is for work, not for doing one's duty. Yeah. Again, what time period do these people live in to think that,
If you
again, that like men are incapable? And I don't know if this woman would consider herself a feminist or she's just a crazy fucking liberal, but to think that you're owed when you're already being provided house, food, electricity, water, transportation. Because while you may have a driver's license, the car you're using, guess what, may not be yours. In which case, your husband is paying the insurance for that car. Your husband is the one filling that car up with gas when you use it. Seems like you're being fairly well compensated. Pretty well. You're eating good. Yeah, eating good. But yet you want to sit here and this woman's, I mean, I don't know about this hand. I mean, I see a ring, but it's not even the right hand. Um, but this woman, if she was married, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a very, very uh quick marriage because the dude's like, no. Uh, Mom always said, or daddy always said, don't fuck with the crazies. He saw this woman and what she was really like, and he hightailed it out of there. So, welcome to the real world, sweetie. This isn't some kind of fucking old age bullshit where, men and women have that distinct role. Nothing's stopping you from working. If you want to have an income, some sort of income, start a stay-at-home business. Offer to take care of other people's kids. That way, you're pretty much doing the job you're always doing, but you're just watching a few more kids. Not many more supplies or utilities are being used. And pretty much if other kids are coming over, the parents bringing those kids will usually bring over supplies for them, of their own. So that way you don't have to provide any of yours. In which case, at the end of the day, you're compensated. So maybe start doing that. Or just do what every girl seems to think that will make, the one thing that they think will make them a lot of money. Just start a fucking OnlyFans. Females have like no shame nowadays, and yeah, we've seen plenty of people online with pictures with their children right in the fucking picture. So if you want compensation or you want some kind of inflow of cash, just fucking start an OnlyFans. Because your husband is already fucking paying you. He's already paying you, and you're living a good life. If she is a feminist, remember when feminism just used to be the equality for both men and women? No, nowadays it's just women. Everything for women. Fuck men. We hope men die. We can do without men. Sure. This is when we should stage like one of those no day of men. Let's see how well women can actually survive without men. Now, men, we could do it just fine. If it was a day of no woman, we'd be just fine. It's like, oh my God. Look how quiet it is. My ear, I can actually hear my thoughts. It is so quiet. I think I can hear a galaxy far, far away. For us, the men, we'd be fine. Women, on the other hand, especially the ones who say, oh, we don't need men. I'm a strong, powerful woman. I don't need a man. I want everything that could possibly go wrong to happen. So, to where she would need a man. Like, something happens with her toilet. Something happens with her electricity. Her car decides to not start. Something that would require a man's help, but then have her try to figure it out. Because most of the time, now there are women who know about cars, obviously. But when you, across the board, when it comes to cars or an electrician or any of that, majority, well over 90%, are still men. So when you call someone, chances are the person who's going to show up is going to be a man. So unless you have a modicum of knowledge about these subjects, you're not going to know what to do. So, you know, I would love to see how women survive without men. But this is why I just prefer to stay single, because they all seem good at first, and then we end up with someone like this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm happy by myself. I really am. I don't need anyone to make me happy. I'm just gonna just stay by myself. I've got friends, and sometimes when you have friends, you realize you're never fully alone. You know, you don't need a relationship to be happy. And knowing my luck, I'd end up after some time of knowing them, you know, and then their true self starts to show, I'd end up with some crazy fucking bitch like this. It's not worth it. So I'm not even bothering anymore. I'm close to 40. I've had my time. I don't care anymore. So it's either be alone or possibly take the risk of ending up with a crazy bitch like this. I'd rather just be alone. Unless some other chick can prove me otherwise and submit some kind of application. It's like, oh yeah, I would, you know, I'm not like, I'm staying by myself. I really, really don't care. So anyway, if this woman ever has kids, those poor kids. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.